Hey, what's up, everybody? Once again, my name is DJ, doing what I do, sitting back here on a Monday, chilling. And today, I'm going to do an updated video. I did a video, I don't know, months and months and months ago about can you learn self-defense online? Can you learn self-defense online? And I gave my opinion on some of the things that you can do online. Now, most of those opinions haven't changed. However, I want to give a more updated version of things you can do online when it comes to self-defense training. Okay? Because to be honest, if anybody told you that they knew exactly what was going to happen if you trained online and they told you they knew this 9 months ago, they were lying. Because 9 months ago, online self-defense training, pretty much didn't exist. It didn't exist. Some people train to get in shape online and maybe some kickboxing classes, but straight up self-defense classes didn't exist online till about 9 months ago. So I'm gonna go over three things that are good as far as training online, and three things that are not good as far as training online. All right, it's always three, sometimes more, but today we're gonna try to stick with three. All right, cool. Let me get my water. You know how I do, gotta stay hydrated. All right, cool. Let's get into it. All right. So I'm going to first talk about the negative aspects of training online, and then I'll get into, I tell you what I'll do. I'll tell you about some of the negative aspects of training online and some of the things you can't do online, and then I'll tell you some of the positive things that about training online and things that you can do online. All right, cool. So let's just go ahead and start with things that you can do online, things you can. All right. So the one of the things that you can do now, of course, I'm tailoring this toward the subject, of course, to self-defense, because I teach Krav Maga. I'm telling it to self-defense, but some of these things are general, as far as general training, okay? But I'm tailoring this video towards self-defense. A lot of people are, still, not a lot of people, in this country, everybody's still, locked down as far as not being able to go certain places, and y'all know how it is. You know what's going on. So I gotta stress on this. So let's talk about those. Okay. So the first thing that you can do when it comes to training online is learning your basics. Okay, which is a great thing because you gotta have the basics before you go to intermediate. You gotta have intermediate before you go to advanced. You have to be able to walk before you can crawl before y'all know the deal. All right, so you gotta have your basics. What are basics? Like, for example, you got to know how to do a good fighting stance, okay? If you're learning your straight punch, you got to know how to do your straight punches, rotate the hips, rotate the shoulders. You got to know how to make a fist, all right? You got if you into a lot of different strikes, you can learn your elbows, your knees. Proper technique is something that you can, especially when it comes to the basics, is something that you can most definitely do online. As a matter of fact, when we had to move online and I had to start teaching the basics movement online, a lot of my students got sharper as far as their movements was concerned. They got sharper because they didn't have a person, there to throw them off. So it's like doing forms when it comes to karate or something like that. You get sharper. That's one of the benefits of katas. You get sharper when you do katas or forms because you don't have a person right there, okay? And you can learn your proper technique. So that's the first benefit and something that you can do online, is learn your basics. That comes with, any type of fighting, or pretty much any type of movement, exercise movement, learning the basics. Very important thing you can do, okay? Another thing that you can do is you can get in shape. You can actually get in great shape, okay? But we already knew this. I mean, people have been getting in shape online forever. You know, where they got Beachbody and P90X and Insanity, and those things have been around for a minute. I haven't done it in a while. I used to be back to doing the Insanity workouts when I was getting ready for my phases. I would do an Insanity workout, and then I would go do my Krav workout, or vice versa, just to stretch. Or sometimes I would do P90X, Insanity, then my Krav workouts, just to stretch out my training, because we had to train so many hours. So we knew that already. But yes, you can get in great shape, and you can stay in great shape by training online, and you don't even have to leave your home, okay? Some of my students, made some serious adjustments. They were training in the hallway, because they have small apartments, hallway, kitchen, they put the screen up and they just get it in. So those champions make an adjustment. So that's the second benefit of things that you can do online, okay? Now, the third thing you can do online, and I think this is very important, especially in these critical times, is you can stay involved with your community. You have your school community, your self-defense community, because a lot of times, once you stop training, like once you stop going to your school or your dojo or whatever, you kind of get out of the habit of training, and it's hard for you to get back into it. So training online helps you to stay involved. Let's say you're traveling, and you're gonna be traveling for a couple of weeks. If you got some online training, if you can just drop in a day or two a week, when you get back, you're still accustomed to that training. So it keeps you involved. I remember pre-COVID, what I used to do if I got hurt or something like that, I would still go to the training center. I would still go to the dojo and just sit there and watch. It gave me a habit of continuing to be present at the school. Well, online gives you a habit of continuing to be present when it comes to training. So it keeps you involved, okay? So those are three things that are great benefits when it comes to training online. You can learn, you learn your basics, you can get in great shape, and you can stay focused, okay? Now, let's go with the other side. Things you cannot learn online and the cons of training online, okay? I'm going to give you three. It's a lot of different ones, but I'm just going to give you three, all right? So the first thing that you cannot do online, which is critical when learning self-defense or combat training or anything else that involve, contact, okay? And that is timing and distance. You can't learn timing and distance. Look, I just started, get my elbows right back, so I was going back doing my sparring, and I noticed my timing and my distance is off. You hear fighters talk about, professional fighters talk about it all the time, how when they ain't sparred in a while, they ain't fought in a while, everything is off when they get in the ring. They still know how to do it, but it's like you got to recalibrate all your weapons. Learning your timing and distance is crucial. Let me give you an example. You can learn your basics you can online, your coach can teach you, and I might not be doing this properly, your coach is teaching you, how to do the basketball. I always talk about, basketball. So the coach is online, the coach is teaching you how to do the basketball, how to flick the wrist, and all that type of stuff. He can teach you that online, all right? He can teach you how to get in shape. He can give you drills. He can teach you that online. He can keep you involved with the team. He can do that online. But if you're not actually taking that ball and shooting it and putting it in the hoop, you don't learn how much strength it takes to do it. How far, how close. Your timing and your distance is going to be off until you actually get the ball and shoot. Yeah, you got visualization, but the best way to do it is to actually do it. Fighting is no different. You gotta learn your timing and distance, and the best way to do it is to have a person or whatever you're doing in front of you so you can work on that, okay? Timing and distance is something that you cannot learn online, okay? Another thing that you can't get online, which is crucially important as well, is tactile sensitivity. You gotta have a body on you. You got no resistance online. Everybody is a black belt online, all right? Everybody is a badass online, all right? Everybody got a plan till they actually get punched in the face, okay? Because when you are going through the motions and nobody's actually choking you or grabbing you, yeah, you can do the motions because you got your basics. You can do them over and over and over again because you are in shape, all right? But you ain't really doing it until somebody is there to actually, attack you. At least at 75, 80%, all right? If somebody's attacking you 75, 80%, right, and you can get out of that, then you may be able to step it up. But if nobody's attacking you, then that means you're at 0% resistance, okay? So look, if you online, don't think that you are going to be super proficient, in anything that you're learning until you do it in person. You gotta do it in person. I know it's rough right now, but I just don't want you guys to be, fooling yourselves into thinking, okay, yeah, I can do this for real, because you've never done it for real, okay? Just like a driving a car. So let's suppose somebody told you they took an online course in driving a car and they got their driver's license. Would you let them drive your car? Hell, would you even be on the street if you found out they were driving a car? No. You got to get that tactile sensitivity. You got to get that, and you can't get that online, okay? Got to come in person to do that, all right? And, of course, the next one, well, you already know what I'm going to say, because I got to figure out something else to say on my videos. I keep on going back to this, but you can't spar. You can't spar online. Now, you can do the fun things. I mean, in my classes, I throw the jab at them, and they'll be weaving and bobbing, doing some virtual sparring. We got virtual mitts, but it's virtual, okay? But and you ain't really learning how to do it until you actually have to do it. Okay, so those are 3 things that you can't do online. So you can't spar, which is important. You can't have any tactile sensitivity, which is important, and you can't learn timing and distance. Okay. All right, so with that being said, guys, look, if you're training at home and stuff like that, you're safe to do so, then that's fine. Cool, keep doing it, because you want to stay involved in the community. But as soon as you get the opportunity, you want to get a body on you. You want to get a body on you, all right? You want to, unless you're just trying to get in shape. I mean, if you're just trying to train and get in shape and just stay in shape, then that's cool. You can do that online even after this is all over with, okay? If all you're trying to do is just get in shape, then you can stay online. You can stay online forever, and well, eventually you're gonna probably want to add some resistance to it or something like that. But there are countless things you can do online, because after a while you're probably gonna plateau and you're gonna need to step it up a little bit. But sky's the limit on that if you're just trying to stay in shape. But if you're trying to learn some real self-defense, eventually, guys, you got to get a body on you. You got to come in, all right? And anybody tell you anything else, they lying. Or maybe they just don't know. All right? Peace. I'm out. Oh! I appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. I think I crossed the 800 subscriber number. So like, comment, subscribe, man. Put some comments. Whatever comments, all right? I don't care. Good, bad, whatever. I'll take them all. Put your comments on the end of the screen, all right? Peace. I'm out.